The incidents of Jesus feeding the 5,000 and walking on water, while not explicitly containing a direct conversation between Jesus and God the Father, implicitly reveal a deep communication and alignment between the Son and the Father. These events showcase Jesus' reliance on the Father, his obedience to the Father's will, and his manifestation of divine authority, all of which suggest a profound and ongoing dialogue. Here's how these incidents depict this relationship. Feeding the 5,000. Miracle of provision. Implied communication. Before performing the miracle, Jesus looks up to heaven and gives thanks. Matthew 14 verse 19, Mark 6 verse 41, John 6 verse 11. This gesture indicates an acknowledgement of the Father as the source of provision and power. It suggests Jesus' constant awareness of and communication with the Father, even in performing miracles. Divine will. The miracle demonstrates Jesus fulfilling the Father's will by showing compassion and providing for the people's needs. This act aligns with God's character as a provider and sustainer, reflecting a shared mission between the Father and the Son. Jesus walking on water. Time in prayer. Explicit prayer. After feeding the 5,000, Jesus goes up on a mountainside by himself to pray. Matthew 14 verse 23, Mark 6 verse 46, John 6 verse 15. This time of prayer signifies a direct conversation with God the Father. It highlights Jesus' dependence on the Father for strength and guidance. Preparation for miracle. The solitary prayer precedes the miracle of walking on water, suggesting that Jesus sought communion with the Father to prepare for what was to come. This act of prayer indicates a deliberate alignment with the Father's will and a request for the Father's blessing and power. Manifestation of divine power. Authority over nature. Walking on water and calming the storm are acts that demonstrate divine authority, which Jesus exercises in accordance with the Father's will. These miracles show that Jesus operates with the power given by the Father, reflecting an implicit dialogue where Jesus enacts the Father's commands. Reassurance to the disciples. When Jesus says, "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." Matthew 14 verse 27, Mark 6 verse 50, John 6 verse 20. He reassures the disciples of his divine nature and presence. This reassurance reflects the unity between the Father and the Son in caring for the disciples. Theological and spiritual implications. Unity and mission. Both incidents highlight the unity between Jesus and the Father in their mission to reveal God's kingdom on earth. Jesus' miracles are not performed in isolation, but are a direct extension of the Father's will and purpose. Reliance on the Father. Jesus' actions, especially his prayers, show his reliance on the Father. This reliance is a form of ongoing conversation, where Jesus seeks the Father's guidance and blessing before performing significant acts. Demonstration of divine attributes. The miracles of provision and control over nature reveal attributes that belong to God: compassion, provision, and authority over creation. Jesus, embodying these attributes, demonstrates his oneness with the Father. The incidents of Jesus feeding the 5,000 and walking on water, though not explicitly featuring a direct verbal exchange between Jesus and God the Father, profoundly illustrate the intimate and constant communion between them. Through these miraculous events, we observe Jesus' unwavering reliance on the Father and his complete obedience to the Father's will. The miracles serve as manifestations of divine authority, underscoring that Jesus' actions are not isolated but deeply intertwined with the Father's purpose and power. By feeding the multitude, Jesus exemplifies divine compassion and provision, reflecting the Father's care for humanity. His retreat to pray on the mountainside signifies a deliberate and vital connection with the Father, seeking strength and guidance for the mission ahead. Walking on water further emphasizes his divine authority over nature, a power that originates from his unity with the Father. These narratives collectively highlight the seamless unity and mission between Jesus and the Father. They reveal that every miracle performed by Jesus is a testament to their collaborative effort to unveil God's kingdom on earth. This unity is not merely a theological concept, but is vividly demonstrated through the actions and miracles of Jesus, providing a profound glimpse into the divine relationship and the continuous, unspoken dialogue that underpins his earthly ministry.